Hello guys. Today we're going to be looking at another X-Wing. This is in 1/18 scale from D. Agostini. It's a subscription-based kit. It's not like a normal model kit. You don't have to paint it, but there's a lot of electronics you have to build into it. I mean, it has motors and lights and stuff, and it's huge. And I want to show it. I think it's pretty cool. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and ring that bell to get notification of my new videos. Today what I want to look at is this, it's not a plastic kit like most of mine, even though it's a lot of plastic is there. But this is like a subscription. Every month I get some parts for it. And it builds into a really big X-Wing. It's motorized and has lights. And it's not exactly cheap. Like, for instance, you can see here, I have R2-D2 with lights. This is just the tester because the inside part is not hooked up for it yet, because the motor doesn't work, which I've been trying to get a replacement for it. I could really appreciate if anybody else. I tried to order from the website, but the website keeps failing every time I try to order it. Here's the main part of it. Has a little remote control. You see here, the lasers light up. You can't really see it from that angle, but if I turn it, the cockpit controls light up as well. Pretty cool. Lighted cockpit. The engine's light. If I can turn it so you can see the engines. It's a little bit hard because it's like half assembled. There we go. Light engines. And the cool thing, the really cool thing, okay, that wasn't so cool. It can't, it's too heavy for that. But like this will work. Oh, batteries. I need the cover for the battery thing. There it goes. The wings separate. I was actually surprised. I read people had some problems with that. I was surprised that mine didn't have any problems with that. My problem is just my first problem was the chip didn't work. So I ordered a new chip, got it in there. Now this chip works, but the droid motor doesn't work, and I haven't been able to get a new one. You can see here, this is the proton torpedoes. Those torpedoes, yeah. It goes underneath here. And this is the hyperdrive unit. And here's the whole nose section. Of course, the cockpit goes in there, but because of the cable here, it doesn't fit. Can't get it in there right now until it's laid out straight on. It's actually pretty cool, except for the electronics problems, and there's some like this. Now these are supposed to just slide on and stay, but it's loose. And it's going to have to be glued. There's also like a lot of the small parts. There's like these pipes, like here in the hyperdrive unit. Like these little pipes here. And there's a lot of little pipes like that in other parts, in the engines here, in the framework and stuff. And they're supposed to just kind of snap in there, but they don't. You had to glue them in there. And some of the wing panels here I had to glue in too. Actually, the panels on the inside, because I didn't really glue them in, but I had to put a little on there because they were kind of loose. And the cables on the inside of the wings that control the lasers and the engine stuff, they have these little, they're just little teats the cable's supposed to run through, but it doesn't hold them. So I had to glue the cables in place as well, which made a problem because I switched two of the cables, had to break the cables in half to switch them because of the super glue. Yeah, and then had to resolder the cables and everything, but that was kind of my failure. Actually, it's a pretty cool little model. I mean, it's not really little. It's in 1/18 scale, so it's about 2 feet long or more. And I mean, I'm a little disappointed with how it's been having problems, but in all, I think with a little extra work, it'll turn out pretty cool. Like I said, I get like every month I get like four little things. It's like, you know, they just have a few parts in them. Here's a few parts, here's a few parts. And this is already, I'm almost by 100. I think it's supposed to have over 100, like 105 or something, from what I saw on the website. But it's expensive too, and I think the quality of the kit doesn't really meet the price. For something expensive as it is, it should be much better quality. Find it a little, you know, it sounded really cool, but I'm a little disappointed in it. Even though it's still turning out to be pretty cool. But you see, look, take a look at the lasers here on this side. Just a little, how they wiggle. They're not really on there fast, like they're supposed to be. So I'm gonna have to glue all of these end pieces in place. The only one that's fast is on the upper one here, because this is the bottom of it. And you see the top. I turned it around. Nothing. That was okay. Nothing. Here's the top of it and all the electronics inside. Take a look. Get some light on it. You can see a little bit better. it has like over 20 cables that go in here, because every laser has a cable, every engine has a cable. There's a sensor in the front. There's a sensor on the wings to tell it when it's open or closed, so it stops. And you know, for the motors, because it has a motor on the inside and a motor for the droid. Which this is the piece for the motor for the droid. You can see the motor's not in there because it's broken. That's really the only part that's missing. Once I have the motor for the droid, I can close it up. But yeah, I have a lot of parts that can be put on, but I can't really put much of it together without that motor. But it'll turn out to be pretty cool when it's finished. And that's the coolest part of it right there. You know, it's kind of loud, but oh well. I thought I had to show it though, because in the end, it's pretty cool still. They also had a Millennium Falcon that was pretty cool. It looked pretty cool, but I heard it had similar problems with quality. Thanks for watching, and next time I'll be taking a look at a couple of kits from AMT Erdl. I used to have this one actually, and it's buried in a time capsule somewhere in Texas, where I used to live. But I wanted to build it again because it's pretty cool. But we'll take a look at a couple of AMT NASCAR kits. They're actually, from what I remember, they're pretty good kits, and even though they're different cars, one is Monte Carlo, one is the Grand Prix, but except for the shape of the parts and the engines, they're pretty much the same kits. I mean, the whole build is the same except for the shape of the cars and that they have different engines. But yeah, until next time.